Hi gamers, mums, dads, welcome to Cridler Gaming. So today we are looking at Season 9 of Fortnite and what's come in and what is different. Now, as with every new season, there's a new battle pass. We managed to get ourselves up to tier 47 thanks to the V-Bucks from Save the World, and we have a new skin. Now, we just unlocked her this morning, so Vega here. Now, one thing I noticed about Vega that's different to everybody else is that she's standing sideways to the camera. Everybody else is front on, so it's a bit odd. But anyway, we're going to have a game on her. So what we'll do is have a look at the differences, and then one of those is the Fortbyte feature that's come in. So we've got lots of challenges here in terms of Fortbyte. There's lots of little jigsaw puzzles, and a few of them you'll notice are hidden in the map somewhere. Now, we found them all, but we haven't actually collected any yet, so at the end of the video we'll show you where every single one is that have been unlocked so far. We're just started, well, week 2 is 3 days away, so we're halfway into week 2 at the moment, or halfway into week 1, whichever way it works. We're about 10 days into the season, put it that way, so we've got a few unlocked. As usual, we get top 10s quite a lot, so one of the challenges is to get 25, 50 or 100 top 10s, and I think I've played it about 25, 26 times, and one of the challenges is 25 top 10s, so we've unlocked those. But the main thing to show about the game is the map has changed slightly. So for the event at the end of Season 8, Tilted Towers took a few meteors in the face and got destroyed by the one building, and so did Retail Row, and I know the Polar Peak got a little bit damaged as well. So the two main areas that are new now, as you've probably all seen, is Tilted Towers is now Neon Towers, and Retail Row is now Mega Mall. So one question I'd like your comments on really is, what year are we now in? How far did we go into the future? I suppose if this is just a game, but if you're looking at it realistically, you have to build a whole city. Is that 50 years to do that? Now, the animation shows that Jonesy gets locked in a bunker with Peely, and it seems that he's used Peely to feed himself until he got let out. Now, Peely, I'm not sure, would make somebody last 50 years, but say it's only a game. But it's interesting to know what year you think it is. So if we look on to the map, I say we've got Neo Tilted here, which is a new Tilted Towers, and we have got Mega Mall. Now, we showed you the Reef Island, which is down here at the start of a previous season. So what is interesting, and especially with my tactics, the old bush camping, is this little area here. It used to just be a house, but now I'm just going to fly down there. I'm just not going to play this properly in terms of surviving, but what I want to show you is this little area. So if you're floating down and you're waiting for the circle and it's got the desert area inside it, this is one decent place to go, because A, not many people know about it yet, and B, it's at the edge of the map, so the usual tactics work well. I do like the umbrella, so if you have a look at, this is the winning umbrella for Season 9, so I do actually like that. I think that's one of the best ones. So it does show it's like quite futuristic. It's like a neon lit brolly. There's no patterns on it or anything, but it takes me back to the first couple of seasons where you had just the plain umbrella, but this is quite a futuristic version, so I do like the umbrella so far. In fact, in terms of wins, we're on to about 95 now, so we're closing in on the 100. The pirate camps have been swapped with these sort of spaceship-like things, which was one of our predictions, was spaceships. So we didn't do too well on the dragons or the Avenger theme, although some of the skins do look very Avenger. There's a nice little camp there, but that's not what I'm going to show you. This is the area. So this used to just be a shack before Season 9. Now it is a whole complex. So in terms of dropping at the edge of the map and bush camping, is no good at the moment because look where the circle is. But this is a whole area, whole house. It's got at least 3 chests in it, so that is definitely worth exploring. So I'm just going to stand here while we look at something else. Now, also in terms of bush camping is the pickaxe. We used to use the crowbar because it was the smallest, but look at these now. These 2-handled axes are incredible for this. So if we just find any random bush, here's a good one. We'll just bob in here. So we're not going to play this to a full extent, but we'll have a look. So if we just crouch down here, I mean, look, this is with nothing at all. In the old days, you used to have something sticking out the bush. So one top thing for bush camping this season is this new pickaxe, or the harvesting tool they call it. Let's have a look around this new house here anyway. Say if it's a great place to drop at the moment. I mean, I'm sure it will get more popular as the season goes on when people find out about it. You know, most people just drop into Tilted, but it's got so many rooms. There'll be an ammo box on there as well somewhere. It's got floors. The Rift Island is still there. In fact, we're going to go close to Rift Island when we do one of the Frostbite pieces. So anyway, this is the house. I want to show you where it is on the map. So here we are, just to the right of Paradise Palms. It's actually quite visible. I say with the circle here, so what I'd do normally is if the circle was here, I'd float and I'd drop around about here really. That's probably the most area to see, so it's either there or here. Now, I'm not too keen on the top of the map. I always seem to run into more trouble than not up there. So I normally go around about this Haunted Hills area. Now Snobby Shores is looking a lot different these days. There's quite a lot of loot in there as well, so that's always a good dropping point again for the edge of the map. Always try and avoid this area if I can because there are no bushes. But Reef Island here is still there. It's still got the 3 chests on it and a rift underneath the house, so if this is in the circle, I drop there, wait for the circle to move and then use the rift at the last possible second to get into the circle, as close to the circle as I can. One other new thing, you can just about see it on the map, are these wiggly lines here. They're like tubes. In the old days you used to put a piece of a letter in a tube and it flies up into a different office. But these tubes are similar, so you can actually get in them and sort of fly around the map. Now, I do struggle to actually get inside of them, but once you're there you can just sort of float around as much as you'd like. So very good if you find yourself short of the circle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to finish off this game and I will revert back when we get onto the Frostbite, because I want to look at the challenges and see where the first week's worth are to find. I think there's 4 or 5 that we can pick up easily, so I'll see you again shortly. The circle is miles away from when I started. We are short of getting there. What is a good trick is to go into the new pirate camps. Where's my jet stream? Here we go. So if I just pop into the jet stream, you can get a good height on it, right to the top, and then you can use your umbrella. Make sure you go in the right direction, and then you can float towards the storm. Now, we started bottom right and the storm is actually top left. As you can see here on the right hand side, we have the block. So we are absolutely the opposite side of the map to where we started. Now I'm quite a bit into the circle here. Actually my controller doesn't seem to like run too much at the moment. So that's just one trick to get into the map, into the circle even. Now one thing that we've not really talked about is, see here in the sky, just below the S now where I am, there's like a blimp. Now you can go up to them, it doesn't really do anything, they're like advertising boards. So it's interesting to know if they're actually going to come into the game somewhat. Just watch this guy on the right there, keep an eye on him. Other good thing to watch out for is if you go into settings and then challenges, you can see the Fortbyte at the top here. Now when you go into here, it's a lot easier to see what you need to do to get the pieces rather than looking at the jigsaw puzzle. So as you can see, we've done 25 times, we've got into the top 10. All mine are in squad. Whoever top 10 in squad is actually top 3, because that's the equivalent on the profile, but it could still be top 10. I've not actually tried that yet. But after this video we are going to look at the Frozen Island, where this is found here, the Fatal Fields one, and the one we haven't found but we're pretty sure we know where it is to do this spray on the lava fall. So we're going to look at those 4 to get for the Frostbite shortly. We'll soon have, well, we just broke the 30,000 XP, so we got through to that one, and we've also done the 25, so we'll work on that. I say 25 a week's pretty easy with the tactics that we use. In fact, we just got another top 10, so that's good news. And right, I will just finish off this game and then we'll look at where those other pieces are. So the next challenge is Senator on a frozen island. So the first thing you have to do is go into the locker, and if you've got the battle pass you can open up Sentinel there. It's a little chicken-like, which is very interesting. But anyway, we'll pop up onto here. Wait for them to load. So what we're just going to do now is go and get the frostbite. So if you look at the text, was it 36? I think it is. Use a brick on the right hand side here. So accessible by Sentinel on a frozen island. Now I thought it'd be Riff Island, but it's not. It's the one next to it, and it's right in the middle, so it's quite easy to find. I've seen it, but I've not picked it up, so we'll go and do that shortly. So Rift Island is, say, one of our favourite places to land when the snow comes into action, when the circle is around this area here. So where we're heading now is to this island here that used to have a plane on it. There's not much you can do on this island really, but it does have a zip line into the main island. But I guess this challenge here is to get more people to come and have a look. I'm guessing most people will have looked at both of them now. And for those that have sort of played around with this island here, you'll notice the rift underneath, so you don't have to build all the way across, which I have seen before. There is actually a rift under the house if you ever need to use it to get onto the main area. And one thing I did not mention at the beginning is Pressure Plant. It's a new village inside the volcano. So that's one interesting place to go, and we'll be there shortly when we look at the spray to get the Fortbyte. Right, so just head down there now. I came 4th in the last match. Now what I normally do is, if I am collecting these myself, because when I normally collect them, everybody else in the world is collecting them as well, is if you just float down instead of zooming down, by the time you float it down to the bottom, most people have gone. So that's especially useful when you're looking at doing the things like playing the piano, quests, etc. I'm just going to fly into here. I mean, this is a few days now since this came out, so there shouldn't be anyone there. Got a little smiley face over the rocks. I'm sure that will come into play at some point. So you can see you've got lots of zip lines to get yourself off this island if needs be. Oh, somebody else there. You doing the same challenge as me? Right, probably. There is. There's got to be the same. It's alright, you can eliminate me. You're more than welcome to. Just doing this to show the viewers where the thing is. So we're on. Look where we are on the map. Keep pressing the wrong button. So there's a small map here. So all you have to do is just land sort of in the middle here. Right, where is it? Here we go, my friend. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want my frostbite. Here we go. Right, now I'm going to... Is he going to be my friend? Thank you very much. 70-second! I never come 70-second. Oh well. Thank you. One good thing in Season 9 is if you didn't complete the Lux outfit skin, then you can still do this by doing the Outlive opponents into Season 9. So we did it in Season 8, but you can carry on in 9. So we're going to Fatal Fields now, and what we need to do, we mark it up. There's a house just here, and it's on the 2nd floor in the corner of a room. So there's no point chopping down as much corn as you can looking for it. It's actually in quite an obvious place once you know how. So you just play the game to find these really. I guess you can look them up if you are looking them up, but it's always good fun, I think, to find them first hand. It's just a nice aspect to the game, so it's not just about winning the match. You can also do the challenges too. So will it be populated or not? I mean, normally, again, I would just float down, and then by the time I've floated down, nobody else is around, but we'll just bob in and have a look. So, Fatal Fields. Let's just fly down here. The Fatal Fields has been around for a long time now. It must be next on the list of destruction. We'll see. So I'm just going to get into the house here. In fact, I'm pretty sure when I found it, it's on the 2nd floor, because I made a note where it is because it's quite a big house. 2nd floor in one of the rooms. So if I land, let's try this. I say everything we record, we upload, so this could go horribly wrong. Don't like editing things out. That's just, where's the fun in that? So I reckon if we just go into here. So 2nd floor, it's in the corner of one of these rooms. There we go. Thank you very much. So there's the Fatal Field. So all you got to do really then, it's even easier when I found it last time, just land on the house, smash through this wall, and there you go. So checking out the challenges now. It's definitely Fortbyte, keep calling it Frostbite, but I suppose everybody does. We have next one. Location within loading screen 2, which you can't do, I'm guessing, until after the second week challenges, but we'll put that on video then. We do found between a robot van pirate camp and a crash battle bus, which was quite easy to find. We'll show you that one, and then we'll do the rock love spray, and hopefully that we know where that one is. So on to the next one. Found between a reboot van pirate camp and crash battle bus. So we're looking at Fortbyte 47 now, which is around about Lazy Lagoon. The key here is the crash battle bus. There's a pirate camp here. The battle bus, can't really see it on the map. It's around this area here. So what we're going to do is, we've seen it's in the forest here around about Lazy Lagoon, so just going to drop into there and have a look. So we can follow the exact position. As soon as I've got to it, I'll pop a marker down and then you can zoom in on it and we can take a look. So it should be nice and easy one, this one. It's just out in the open, it's not hidden or anything, so it's quite a good one to find. So remember the umbrella? I think that was the very first place for a battle star many moons ago. So you can see the crash battle bus is there, which was the key to this one. Now I reckon if we go into this forest here, it's not far away from there, so we'll just drop into these trees. That's how I usually drop, very slow. There's a reboot van there, so you've got reboot van. There are many reboot vans, so I didn't really take that into account when we came down here. So I'm just going to drop into the trees here and have a look. There it is, it's just on the floor there, as you can see. So when I find it, I'll pop a marker on it and you can zoom in. So when you're floating down, you can see the reboot van, you can see the battle bus. So I'll take this here, and so I'm going to zoom in on the map, and it is exactly there. So if you follow the path, you can see it there, and also just towards the bottom of the umbrella, and sort of 2/3 of the way up the Lazy Lagoon. Now what I want to do, see if I can do it in the same match, is there's a lava wall that we have to spray on. So we've not done this one yet because I don't know if the chip's just going to appear when you do it, but the lava walls are all around here, so we'll give this a go and see. Where's the storm? There's the storm. Alright, perfect. Okay, I'll venture on there and I'll see you shortly. This is quite cool, look, the stone face, the chest on top. The vents are still in the game, which is useful again to get to parts of the island that you need to. And there's still quite a lot of them. I don't think there's as many as in Season 8, but there's enough to get from one place to another. So, what else is here? We've actually found the area. So just got to go to Rock Love, draw on this rock, and then it's accessible. So where is it? If we look, you can see we're on, if you look on the top right hand corner, just under the pressure plant, we are here. So zoom right in here. So we're on this one here, just about 2/3 of the way up, and we are on this rock. I don't know if any rock will do, but this rock here that's right next to, you can actually see the Fortbyte there, which we hadn't seen before. So it's there, but it's locked, and then all you have to do is, when you find it, is spray it. So it was actually quite easy in the end. I've been running around spraying all the different rock faces, but if it's very tedious, I'll take some of it out. So I'm going to finish this go. Looks like, well, we're top 20 already and I haven't even really done anything yet, so hopefully we'll get into top 10. Just find a nice place to hide. And so I found a nice bush. Just going to sum up the video now. So it's Season 9 of Fortnite. So we've got the new Fortbytes that we've shown you how to find a few of them, the location ones. A lot of them around XP and finishing the top 10 still. So if you need any help with that, just check out our how to get in the top 10 when we got 80 in a row on a couple of seasons ago. We got Neo Tilted, we've got Mega More, we've got pressure plant, and don't forget our nice new little place here, which is great if the circle falls around about the desert. You'll notice if you just hang around there when the circle's on, you can easily get top 10. Don't forget to use the chutes if you're really short, or you can go up onto the new sort of spaceship or space landing areas, and you can use those to get into the circle quicker if needs be. And one last trick, I say, if you go onto challenges while you're playing, you can see them nice and neatly here as we go down. So hopefully we'll get to the 27th out of 50 now. I just came 11th on the last one. Just tried to go and tidy up the kitchen and came back and I was in the storm a bit too late. So we got 7 for Fortbytes, and there's 90 for that challenge, but there's 100 altogether to unlock the jigsaw piece. So enjoy the season, and I hope you enjoy it.